Hey there, comic fans. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the most epic showdowns in the comic book universe. Today, we've got a magical matchup that's sure to spark some heated debates. Satana, the seductive and powerful demon spawn from Marvel Comics, versus Klarion the Witch Boy, DC's enigmatic Chaos Mage. Who do you think would win in this supernatural showdown? Both of these characters harness immense mystical powers, but in very different ways. Satana brings the fiery depths of hell to the table, while Klarion wields unpredictable chaos magic. We're going to take a deep dive into their origins, powers, and key storylines to see how they stack up against each other. So, whether you're a die-hard Marvel fan, a dedicated follower of DC, or just someone who loves a good mystical matchup, you're in the right place. Grab your spellbooks and magic wands, because this is going to be one epic journey into the dark and enchanted corners of the comic book world. Let's jump right in. Satana, the demon spawn. First up, let's delve into the infernal origins of Satana. Born in the depths of hell itself, Satana Hellstrom is the daughter of none other than Satan, or at least a prominent demon who claims that title in the Marvel Universe. Her mother, Victoria Wingate, was a mortal woman whose tragic fate was sealed when she discovered her husband's true identity. Growing up, Satana was raised in hell alongside her brother, Daimon Hellstrom. While Daimon eventually rebelled against his dark heritage, Satana embraced it wholeheartedly. She was trained in the demonic arts, mastering dark magic and becoming a formidable force to be reckoned with. After a series of tumultuous events, including the death of her mother and the corruption of her brother, Satana made her way to Earth. There, she straddles the line between villain and anti-hero, sometimes aiding heroes when it suits her interests, but always remaining true to her demonic nature. Satana's journey is one of complexity and conflict. She's constantly battling between her inherent demonic instincts and the remnants of her human soul. This internal struggle adds layers to her character, making her not just a powerful sorceress, but also a fascinating figure in the Marvel Universe. Satana's abilities are as alluring as they are terrifying. Satana is a master of the dark arts and mysticism. She possesses vast knowledge of black magic, rituals, and spells that can summon or banish demons, manipulate energies, and much more. Her magic is rooted in ancient demonic lore, giving her access to spells most wouldn't dare to attempt. Being a half-demon grants her superhuman strength, endurance, and a form of immortality. She can withstand attacks that would decimate ordinary humans and recover from injuries at an astounding rate. One of her most chilling abilities is her power to consume and control souls. She often uses her allure to seduce victims before absorbing their life essence, increasing her own power in the process. This not only enhances her abilities, but can also give her access to the memories and knowledge of those souls. Satana can teleport across dimensions, cast powerful spells, project energy blasts, and control fire. She's also been known to perform necromancy, raising the dead to serve her purposes. Her versatility in magic makes her adaptable to various combat situations. All these abilities make Satana a formidable opponent on any battlefield, especially against those unprepared for her blend of physical and magical prowess. Her demonic heritage gives her an edge that few can match. Satana has had some truly memorable moments in Marvel Comics. She's faced off against other powerful beings, including Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider. In these encounters, she showcased not only her raw power, but also her cunning and strategic mind. For instance, her battles with Doctor Strange often involve complex magical duels that test the limits of both sorcerers. Satana has occasionally teamed up with heroes and anti-heroes. For example, she was part of the group known as the Midnight Suns, fighting supernatural threats that endangered the world. Her contributions were crucial in defeating mystical enemies that required her unique expertise. Satana has played pivotal roles in major events such as Chaos War, where her knowledge of the underworld was crucial. Her actions often have ripple effects, influencing other characters and storylines. She's not just a side character, but a significant player whose decisions can sway the balance between good and evil. With such a rich history, Satana proves to be a complex character whose ambitions and abilities make her a significant player in the Marvel Universe. Klarion the Witch Boy, the Chaos Mage. Switching gears to the DC universe, let's explore the mysterious Klarion the Witch Boy. Hailing from Limbo Town, a hidden community in the subterranean layers beneath Gotham City, Klarion is part of a society descended from early American Puritans who practiced dark magic. From an early age, Klarion was a rebellious spirit. Discontent with the strict traditions of his people, he sought knowledge and power beyond the confines of Limbo Town. His defiance led him to the surface world, where he embarked on various adventures, often causing trouble for heroes along the way. Klarion's character has evolved over time, transforming from a mischievous boy causing pranks to a formidable chaos mage with his own agendas. Despite his youthful appearance, he possesses wisdom and power far beyond his years. His eternal youth adds to the eerie and unpredictable nature of his character. His exploration of the surface world exposes him to new forms of magic and technology, further expanding his powers. Klarion's journey is one of curiosity and a relentless pursuit of greater power, making him both a fascinating and dangerous figure in the DC universe. Let's uncover what makes Klarion a force to be reckoned with. Klarion wields chaos magic, which allows him to manipulate magical energies in unpredictable ways. This can range from simple spells to complex reality alterations. His magic doesn't follow the conventional rules, making it hard for opponents to anticipate his moves. His feline companion, Tikal, isn't just a pet, she's a magical familiar. Tikal enhances Klarion's powers and can transform into a ferocious beast when necessary. Their bond is so strong that harming Tikal directly affects Klarion's abilities. Klarion can move between realms and dimensions, including Limbo Town and other mystical planes. This ability makes him elusive and hard to pin down. He's not bound by the same limitations as other magic users. He can cast spells for a variety of effects, such as levitation, telekinesis, and mind control. Klarion also has a form of immortality, as he doesn't age in the traditional sense. His magic can disrupt other spells, and he's been known to manipulate time and space on a small scale. Klarion's magic is inherently chaotic, making him an unpredictable and dangerous opponent. His youthful appearance belies the depth and magnitude of his powers. Klarion has left his mark in several key DC storylines. He's crossed paths with heroes like Batman, Satana, and the Justice League. These encounters often require the heroes to think outside the box to counter his unconventional magic. In one instance, he nearly transformed Gotham City by summoning creatures from other dimensions. In the Seven Soldiers storyline, Klarion plays a significant role, pursuing his own mysterious goals that intertwine with larger events in the DC universe. His actions sometimes inadvertently aid heroes, but more often they're a means to his own ends. He's interacted with other magical beings. His relationships are complex, often driven by his immediate interests rather than any sense of loyalty. This makes him an unpredictable element in any story. With a blend of innocence and malevolence, Klarion adds a unique flavor to the mystical side of DC Comics. His character challenges the norms and brings a fresh perspective to magic in the DC universe. Head-to-head comparison. Time to put these two side by side. When it comes to magic, both Satana and Klarion are heavy hitters, but their approaches differ. Satana's magic is rooted in the dark arts and demonic rituals. She has centuries' worth of knowledge from hell itself. Klarion's chaos magic is more innate and less structured, giving him the element of unpredictability. While Satana relies on spells and incantations, Klarion's magic flows more freely. Satana channels the infernal energies of hell, capable of immense destruction and soul manipulation. Klarion's chaos magic can alter reality, but it's less controlled and can sometimes backfire. If we're talking raw power, both are formidable, but in different ways. Satana's magic is versatile but follows certain rules and rituals. Klarion's magic is highly adaptable due to its chaotic nature, allowing him to react spontaneously to different situations. This means Klarion might surprise Satana with unexpected spells, but Satana's experience could help her counter. Overall, Satana might have the edge in disciplined magical knowledge, while Klarion excels in spontaneity and unpredictability. It would be a classic battle of structured power against wild chaos. Let's not forget about their physical capabilities. Satana's demonic heritage grants her superhuman strength and resilience. She's taken hits from some of Marvel's toughest characters and kept going. Klarion, being more focused on magic, lacks physical strength but makes up for it with evasive abilities and protective spells. Satana has centuries of experience battling both mortals and immortals. She's skilled in hand-to-hand combat and uses her physical abilities to complement her magic. Klarion, though young in appearance, has considerable experience but tends to rely on magic over physical combat. Satana clearly has the upper hand in physical confrontations. If it came down to a physical fight, Klarion would be at a significant disadvantage. Every powerful being has their Achilles heel. Satana can be weakened by holy artifacts and strong divine magic. Her reliance on dark forces means that pure, righteous energy can harm her. Clarion's reliance on Tikal means that harming his familiar can significantly diminish his powers. Separating them could be a key strategy. Satana's arrogance might lead her to underestimate opponents, especially someone who appears as a mere boy. Clarion's childishness and impatience could cause him to make rash decisions or lose focus during a critical moment. These weaknesses could be exploited in a head-to-head battle. Understanding and leveraging them could tip the scales for either combatant. Tactical thinking. Satana is cunning and manipulative, often planning several steps ahead. She understands the importance of strategy and can be quite deceptive. Klarion, while intelligent, is impulsive and may not always think through the consequences of his actions. If both had time to prepare, Satana might research Clarion's abilities and plan accordingly. Klarion might rely on surprise and improvisation, which could either catch Satana off guard or leave him vulnerable. Strategically, Satana might have the upper hand due to her experience and calculated approach. However, Clarion's unpredictability can't be discounted. Allies and resources. Could friends tip the scales? Satana's connections. She has ties to other demonic entities and has collaborated with groups like the Midnight Suns. Calling upon these connections could provide additional support or resources. Clarion's networking. Aside from Tikal, Klarion occasionally allies with other magic users or mystical creatures, though his relationships are often fleeting. His alliances are more situational and less reliable. If allies were to get involved, Satana might rally a stronger support network, potentially overwhelming Klarion. Theoretical battle scenarios. Imagine Satana and Klarion meet in a neutral dimension. No environmental advantages. The fight begins with both testing each other's defenses. Satana might launch powerful energy blasts and attempt to manipulate Clarion's soul, while Klarion counters with chaotic spells that defy expectations, maybe turning the ground beneath her into quicksand or summoning creatures from other realms. Satana's disciplined magic and physical prowess could give her the edge, but Clarion's unpredictability might catch her off guard. If the battle prolongs, Satana's experience might allow her to find a way to exploit Clarion's weaknesses. It would be a close battle, but Satana might narrowly claim victory due to her experience and strategic thinking. Now let's see how the environment changes things. Satana in Hell. In her domain, Satana's powers are amplified. She can draw upon the limitless infernal energies and summon demonic legions to aid her. The very environment would be hostile to Klarion, potentially weakening his abilities. Klarion in Limbo Town. Back home, Klarion has access to ancient artifacts and can rally the denizens of Limbo Town. The mystical energies of his homeland enhance his chaos magic, and he knows every nook and cranny. In Hell, Satana would likely overpower Klarion with sheer force and overwhelming numbers. In Limbo Town, Clarion's familiarity and resources might help him hold his own, using the environment to set traps and ambushes. However, Satana's resilience and power might still tip the scales in her favor. Let's throw in some unpredictable elements. Unpredictable elements. What if an external threat forces them to team up? Their combined powers could be unstoppable, and the dynamics between their magic could create fascinating outcomes. External interference. Intervention from other heroes or villains could disrupt the battle, changing the outcome entirely. For instance, if Tikal is targeted by a third party, Klarion might be forced to retreat or change tactics. These wildcards remind us that in comics, anything can happen. The unpredictable nature of both characters means that the battle could take unexpected turns. Conclusion. Well, folks, we've journeyed through the mystical realms and unraveled the powers of Satana and Klarion. Both are incredibly powerful magic users with unique abilities and intriguing backgrounds. Final verdict. If we have to pick a winner, Satana edges out Klarion due to her combination of demonic magic, physical strength, and strategic cunning. Her experience and disciplined approach give her an advantage over Clarion's chaotic and impulsive nature. However, Clarion's chaos magic makes him a wild card who could pull off an unexpected victory if the conditions are right. But that's just our take. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below who you believe would win this epic battle and why. Do you side with the demonic sorceress or the mischievous chaos mage? Your insights might just tip the scales. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more awesome content. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming battles. Until next time, keep exploring those comic book universes.